Hey guys, we're going to be talking about climographs. Okay, a climograph is probably a graph that you are not very familiar with because that's not the type of graph that you really see whenever you're just out in everyday life, doing your middle school things, just, doing your work. You're like, ooh, what's a climograph? Well, I'm getting ready to tell you. Climographs allow you to compare the climate in two different areas. So what I have here is I have a climograph from Athens, Greece. Now this is a long, long time ago because we're talking like ancient Greece. We're not talking about Greece 50 years ago. We're talking about Greece like thousands of years ago. And then over here we have a good old climograph of Lexington, Kentucky. I hope that most of you guys are familiar with that. Lexington is just about an hour north of Somerset. Um, you know, I frequent Lexington a lot. They have a lot of good restaurants up there. Okay, so what I want to show you is how to read this. I did include a Prezi on how to read a climograph, but I think that sometimes hearing it from your teacher might help a little better. So over here, like this axis over here is going to be your temperature. And over here, it's the same thing, but you're going to see that the temperatures look a little bit different. That's because the temperatures over here on this climograph are in Fahrenheit, and these are Celsius. Okay. Now, all it takes is just a little bit of calculation. I should have had my calculator pulled up, but I'll show you on my phone instead. So what you're going to do, and I'm sure that you guys have done this before, but to refresh your memory, so let's look right here, 30 degrees Celsius. So we're going to try and figure out what 30 degrees Celsius is, okay? This is going to be like the highest temperature in Greece, 30 degrees Celsius. So we take 30 and we multiply it by 1.8. 1.8 equals 54, but we're not finished because we have to add 32. Plus 32 equals 86. Okay, so if you look over here in Lexington, like 79 is this line and 100 is up here. So this looks about 86. It's almost the same high, like high temperature. Isn't that pretty cool? I think that that's cool. Because who had any idea that the climate in Lexington, Kentucky would be even comparable to the climate in Greece? Who knew? It's pretty cool. Anywho, let's go back to the climograph. This axis over here, this is the precipitation. This is a more modern climograph, so that's how you have more lines and more numbers. This is in inches, the precipitation. And these bars right here, like it has the months down here, and the bars kind of tell us how much precipitation. So I know that this graph over here has two lines because this blue line is going to be your low, and this red line is going to be your high, and there's only one line over here, but in order to get the one line, all you'd have to do is average these two together, which is just a little bit of math as well. So I hope that in the bars equal the rainfall. I think I included that. Well, I hope that this helps you with your understanding of climographs, and we will use these sometimes, not a whole lot. Like I'm not going to give you a climograph every week, but I want you guys to be familiar with this. Thank you.